The presidential campaigns will soon move beyond convention halls like this one and shift into all-out general election mode. Political cartoonists will document every step and misstep of the race, you could say. Rocca is surrounded this morning by satirical art at a gallery right here in good old Cleveland, Ohio. Good morning.
Good morning. You'd have to go back several cycles to find a campaign so ripe for the fine art of political satire. Whether it's Donald Trump's hair or Hillary Clinton's pantsuits, for political cartoonists, this is a boom time. At the Cleveland Art Gallery, Spaces,
here's a Reagan.
4 decades of political cartoons from former syndicated editorial artist Ed Fresca are now on display. What makes for a successful political cartoon?
When I have provoked somebody into thinking. I don't know, it's left, right, doesn't matter.
American political art predates the founding of this country.
Benjamin Franklin did that famous cartoon of the snake that's cut up. It's the 13 colonies, which if they don't unite, are not going to survive.
Henry Adams is an art historian and a descendant of Presidents John Adams and John Quincy Adams. The great political cartoonists of the past, would this be great material for them right now, do you think?
Oh, I think that this is a year that's made for a political cartoonist. Donald Trump is just a cartoonist dream. Just his hair, his face, the way he speaks, you know, there's a cartoon quality to that.
I could draw him every day.
David Horsey is a 2-time Pulitzer Prize-winning editorial cartoonist with the LA Times. He's wielding his pen all this week in Cleveland.
I've drawn him as King Kong. I've drawn him as a barbarian conquering Rome. I've drawn him as sort of a caveman. There are wonderful ways analogies you can find for his sort of macho, I'm in charge, I don't care style.
Political cartooning isn't just about caricaturing an individual.
Caricaturing is just one of the tools. I mean, really, I'm providing commentary like a columnist would, and I think the drawing adds something, sort of a heightened reality.
Horsey's politics are liberal. Even so, when you're looking at Hillary Clinton, which physical features are good material for a political cartoonist?
Well, you start with the face. She has a very kind of round face, moon face, kind of a small mouth, big eyes. There's sort of a, I don't know, I'm going to get in trouble with this, but kind of this Midwestern mom look to her.
It may sound a bit harsh, but the point is to draw blood.
Right here we have a Nixon with his patented little receding hairline.
Richard Nixon gave the cartoonists of his era plenty of material.
I think that Nixon was a kind of sneaky-looking guy, and it wasn't too hard to exaggerate.
The whole tradition of political cartooning has been to poke fun at the powerful, and humor itself is very seldom nice.
Right.
I mean, you're always finding the weakness and going after that. And that's ultimately the job of a political cartoonist, is just to intelligently provoke with images and observations about the world.
And maybe, just maybe, move the masses.
And you maybe overly humbly say that it rarely moves the needle and turns an election, but Abraham Lincoln thanked Thomas Nast for the 1864 re-election.
Yeah.
And then Ulysses S. Grant, I think, credited Thomas Nast also.
I don't think I've changed minds, but I've marshaled forces.
The best ones, somehow, they can take an issue that you don't care about and they can make it seem very immediate and visceral.
Where are they on the scale of effectiveness right now?
I think this is a period where no one quite knows what's going on. I think that social media have had a big impact. We're communicating with word and image.
In other words, the meme has given millions of social media users a political say.
This may indeed be a golden age of political cartoons.
Yeah, I think it probably will be, though it probably in some way that we can't quite anticipate.
Okay, so Ed Fresca retired a few years ago, but this is something he drew for his own amusement and for ours. This is a cartoon about the recent flap between Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Donald Trump. It's pretty funny, huh?
Wow.
Very well done.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Thank you, Mo.